Close your eyes and contemplate. What gives you pleasure in life? Pleasure is sense organs making contact with the objects. Just imagine situations which are giving pleasure to you. It can be playing with your children, touching them, fondling them, or it can be cup of coffee, aroma of coffee, taste of coffee. It can be being with the friends, or it can be counting the money, or it can be tasty foodie, which dosa, which idli, which hotel. Observe whatever gives pleasure to you also gives pain to you. If when you don't get it, how you will feel, how uncomfortable you feel. The pleasure and pain are a package deal. So let us come to happiness. Remember the happy situations in your life. What gives you happiness? And look at situations which gives you suffering, unhappiness. The same situation causes you happiness, causes unhappiness also. The contact, mental contact makes you happy, mental disconnect makes you unhappy, craving. So can we be equanimous to life? The pleasure comes, goes. Pain comes and goes. Happiness comes and goes. Unhappiness comes and goes. Everything in life is temporary. Everything in life is mithya, unreal. I am very happy and peaceful when I'm in sleep. When there's no physical contact, no mental contact. That's my nature. Can I live in life as if I am in sleep, blissful, as if there are no mental and physical objects? Or presence and absence of mental objects does not affect me. I am the sakshi, the witness. Who cares what comes? Who cares what goes? Can I live my life blissfully as witness, Jivan Mukta? Can I share my bliss with the people? Take responsibility, share. Not expect and get attached to results. Can I live a joy of bliss, life of bliss? Asatoma sadgamaya tamasoma jyotirgamaya mrityorma amritam gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Nanu nanembudu nanalla ideha manabuddhi nanalla Sachidanandatma Shivanannani Shivoham Shivoham Shivoham. Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamuduchate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Atmadarshanam Brahmadarshanam Brahmadarshanam Satyadarsanam, Antarjyotihi, Bahirjyotihi, Pratyek Paratpara, Jyotireva Jyotihi, Swayam Jyotihi, Atma Jyotihi, Shivosmiham, Lokaha Samastaha, Sukhino Bhavantu, Lokaha Samastaha, Sukhino Bhavantu, Lokaha Samastaha, Sukhino Bhavantu, Harihi Om, Shri Gurubhyo Namaha, Harihi Om. Any questions?
Is happiness called as a ray of bliss, or a feeling of infinite or zero limitations, momentary?
So, what exactly is called happiness? Right? That's the question. What is happiness? What is suffering? You understand, then you'll understand. Suffering is duality. When I am separate from something, is called suffering or pain. When subject and object feel limited is called suffering. Okay, feel limited boundary of body, mind, intellect is called suffering. So the moment you feel limited with the body, mind, intellect, something else is there which is bigger than you, there is suffering. Always we suffer when we compare. I get big salary, fat salary, but that guy gets more than me. Okay, I can't tolerate that. I suffer. The comparison is suffering. The limitation is suffering. So when subject and object come together, maybe a cup of coffee in the hotel is suffering. Smell is there, but I have to taste it. Pain is there. The moment I put into my mouth, the subject and object come together. Correct? When the subject and object come together, the moment limitation disappear. You dissolve your limitation. No, I'm saying in that moment, subject and object come together, and then you come to the present moment. Thoughts will reduce or stop. Thoughts, otherwise thoughts are there in the past or future, right? Let's take the cup of coffee. I want a cup of coffee. I want a cup of coffee is a future. Okay. Yesterday I had a cup of coffee is past. So the moment you put a cup of coffee in the mouth, you're not in the past, not in the future. Now you have become present. The present moment is bliss. One thing. So what happens in the present moment? The mind is not running. The mind has settled down. Mind has become silent. Silent mind has become one with the Atma. Silent mind has become one with the self, which is limitless. So momentarily, you become limitless. And what is secret? Cup of coffee early in the morning. So Advaita Ananda. Dvaita is not there. Duality is not there. Momentarily, duality has disappeared.
So in your presentation, you said happiness is just a ray of.
No.
But here it is full bliss, right?
Listen carefully. Listen carefully. Continue. Right? So now, momentarily, duality has disappeared. That is non-duality. But you don't know non-duality. You know non-duality has to be arrived not by action. Non-duality has to be arrived by jnana. So now that contact point is momentary, small. So again mind comes up. Okay. So now what was infinite bliss? You said I had a good, I enjoyed. So what was infinite? In your mind, it's limited. Limited by time, limited by space, limited by action. In that moment, experience was unlimited. But your mind immediately converted because it's associating that happiness with the coffee, not with the Atma. From mind's point of view, I became happy. I got a pleasure. So to explain to you, who is Adnani, the pleasure is only one ray of happiness, one ray of Ananda of the self, because he doesn't know what's Atma. His mind has to be pointed to Atma. So from Atmananda point of view, what you got is only ray, because the moment you got it, you already convert into coffee happiness. Atmananda you convert into coffee Ananda. Right? It became limited or not in your mind. So I'm trying to point out what you got is limited, but that's a ray of infinity. So my objective is to point out to me reality. It's actually infinity only at that moment.
When that experience is happening, it's infinite.
When the experience is happening, it's infinite. You have become unlimited. That's why you like it. But if you associate the coffee, Atma Ananda, you convert to the coffee Ananda, then it becomes limited. So every Ananda, every happiness, every bliss what you experience in life is Atma Ananda only. But because your mind associated with that object or the memory, it becomes limited.
Because experience keeps changing.
Experience.
Not constant.
Mind is associating experience to object or the memory. But the mind associated with the Atma, then experience is constantly there.
So is it mind merging back with the source and that infinity is felt, or is it like the objects have disappeared from the
listen carefully. What happens when you drink a cup of coffee? The mind has become silent. The mind has no object thought. The mind has no memory. No past, no future. Mind has become merged with the self. Exactly like what happens in deep sleep.
Merge with self.
In deep sleep, what happens to the mind?
It's into a dormant mode.
That's the meaning of merging. The wave has merged with the ocean momentarily. The mind has merged with the self. Mind has not dissolved into self. Mind is dissolved into self is called jnana. Okay. But mind has merged with self. There is a self identity. In deep sleep, you'll get happiness. Right? In coffee, drinking a cup of coffee, you don't get that amount of happiness what you get in deep sleep, because still the mind has noise is there, a little bit here and there. Are you clear?
Yeah. So when the cloud is removed, the sun reveals. So like that, the happiness is nothing but the revelation of the self at that point of time.
Happiness is experience of self at that point of time, momentarily. But you don't associate with that. You associate with coffee or objects. That's why it's limited. What is the experience of self in deep sleep? There's no mind, there's no body. There's no object. When you drink a cup of coffee, mind becomes so silent. There are no thoughts, no objects. Mind has become one with the self, like a sleep. The sleep is bliss. So that bliss you are experiencing with a cup of coffee. But it becomes limited. Even though you're experiencing bliss, your mind is not fully there. No, you're always associating the coffee. So your mind is coming up. Sleep is what? That's all. Whatever you sleep, you understand that from that. It's like sleep only. When the mind has become silent, it has become one with the self. Absence of agitations, absence of thoughts, absence of past and future. Absence of mind. Or not absent mind, silence of the mind. Mind has not become absent. Mind becomes absent. Mind becomes dormant in sleep. Okay. Mind becomes absent when you talk to your wife. See, I have to give practical examples, right? That's called absent-mindedness. Sleep is dormant mind. Drinking a cup of coffee is silence of the mind. Are you clear? And all are bliss only. Talking to wife with absent-mindedness is bliss. Okay? But it's mess with the wife. That's okay. Don't mess around with the wife. Only with jnana, the mind doesn't merge. Mind dissolves or resolves into the self.
Then you start 3 minutes and then he'll start.
No, that's in Adnana. In Jnana, mind is the self. Okay? Mind is self, world is also self. Are you clear? There's no duality there. That's called jnana. That's called sahaja samadhi, natural state. Any questions, sir? Did I answer your question? So the mind has absent mindedness. Absent mind means you're not in the present moment, but you're in the past or future, or when you're talking to your wife, you are in a cricket stadium. That's called absent mindedness. Mind is still there. When you are enjoying a cup of coffee, mind is silent. When you are in deep sleep, mind is dormant. When in jnana, mind is dissolved. Any questions? Clear? So you get happiness out of chanting, because in chanting, mind is not in the present, past, not in the future, present moment. So that you can do in anything. Anything if you are able to do in the present moment, living in the present moment, you can get moment to moment bliss. But do you do that? So what is the nature of bliss or happiness? The bliss or happiness, the time flies. You don't know how much time has gone. And you forget pain, other pain, body pain and other pains. See, you go to a movie, very nice movie. Oh, 3 hours are over. Right? You're so engrossed. Or you're in a happy situation. How fast the time went up here. I wish it could be longer. So the time flies because mind is time. There's nothing else other than mind. Mind is the time. In deep sleep, you slept for 4 hours. It appeared as if 1 minute. Time is absent. That's the nature of happiness, bliss. So in happiness and pleasure, still the object, mind is associated with the object. In the bliss, mind has transcended. Transcending means Atma, which is beyond objects and mind, subject. Okay, let us go to the next topic. Or you want to break, coffee break? Okay, we'll give a break of 15 minutes, then we'll continue.